Zara, the first pioneer of North America. Once upon a time, in the land of North America, there lived a tribe of ancient cave people. They were strong and brave, and they lived in harmony with the land and all of its creatures. The leader of the tribe was a wise and kind cave woman named Zara. She had long, flowing hair the color of the sun, and her eyes sparkled like the stars at night. Zara was a loving mother and wife, and she always put the needs of her family and tribe first. One day, Zara received a message from the spirits of the land. They told her that it was time for her tribe to explore a new land, a land that was across a great sea of ice. Zara knew that this was a journey that would take great courage and determination, but she also knew that it was a journey that her tribe needed to take. So, with the help of her husband, Tarek, and their children, Zara gathered all of the supplies and resources that they would need for the long journey ahead. They packed up their tents, their tools, and their food, and set out on the journey to the land of North America. As they traveled, Zara and her family faced many challenges. They had to navigate through icy mountains and frozen rivers, and they had to find food and shelter in the harsh and unforgiving landscape. But through it all, they stayed strong and united, working together as a team to overcome every obstacle that came their way. Finally, after many long months of travel, Zara and her family arrived in the land of North America. It was a land filled with vast forests and rolling hills, and it was teeming with life. Zara and her family were amazed by all of the different animals and plants that they saw, and they knew that this was a place where they could thrive. One day Zara and her family were gathering berries and nuts for their tribe. They had been working together for hours, laughing and chatting as they filled their baskets with food. As they worked, they suddenly heard a loud roar in the distance. It was a sound that they had never heard before, and it sent shivers down their spines. Zara immediately called for her family to stop what they were doing and to stay close to her. As they huddled together, the ground began to shake and a huge, prehistoric creature emerged from the forest. It was a massive, ferocious beast, with sharp teeth and claws and a loud, booming voice. Zara knew that they had to act quickly if they wanted to survive. She turned to her family and said, "We must work together and use all of our skills to outsmart this creature. Who knows how to make a fire?" One of Zara's daughters stepped forward and said, "I do, mother. I can gather some dry twigs and moss and start a fire using the flint and stone that we have in our bag." Zara nodded and said, "Good. The rest of you, gather some rocks and sticks to use as weapons. We must be ready to defend ourselves." As they worked, Zara kept a close eye on the creature. It was circling them, growling and snarling, as if trying to decide how to attack. Zara knew that they had to be careful and stay calm, or the beast would surely overpower them. Finally, the fire was ready and Zara's daughter held up a burning branch, waving it at the creature to try and scare it away. The beast roared and lunged forward, but Zara and her family were ready. They threw their rocks and sticks at the creature, shouting and yelling to try and confuse it. The creature retreated, and Zara and her family knew that they had won. They had worked together as a team and used all of their skills and resources to outsmart the beast and save themselves. As they watched the creature disappear back into the forest, Zara turned to her family and said, "We did it. We worked together and used our courage and intelligence to defeat the beast. We are a strong and united family, and we will always work together to protect one another." And with that, Zara and her family gathered up their baskets of food and headed back to their tribe, filled with pride and love for one another and the bonds of teamwork that had helped them survive. As they settled into their new home, Zara and her family worked hard to build their tribe and to honor the spirits of the land. They hunted and gathered food, built shelters, and formed strong bonds with the other tribes in the area. And through it all, Zara always made sure to show her love and appreciation for her family and her tribe, for she knew that it was the love and teamwork of her family that had brought them to this wonderful place. In the years that followed, Zara and her family lived happily in their new home, always working together and caring for one another. And as they looked out at the vast and beautiful land that surrounded them, they knew that they had truly found their home, and that they would always be a family of love, teamwork, and courage.